You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that. Like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Have you ever thought about why you're here? Now think about if you stayed where you were. Praise will always imply a reference to a higher standard.
IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. They've got
one of the most
players all over
at
the
times presented programs in the country.
Commitment, sacrifice, hard work. You hear that a lot. The difference lies in all the things that have created and maintained that standard. You could be the man somewhere else. When you come here, it's bigger than you. There is history here.
There is a lot of talent undefeated.
And one thing we never do is let down the man next to us or the ones that came before us.
Breaking the record for most picks by a high school.
This is a place where character is built and drive is developed. But your time here is limited. When you earn the right to be here, it's bigger than football. Protect that right. Protect the brotherhood.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Have you ever thought about why you're here? Now think about if you stayed where you were. Praise will always imply a reference to a higher standard.
IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. They've got
One of the most feared times presented programs in the country.
Commitment, sacrifice, hard work. You hear that a lot. The difference lies in all the things that have created and maintained that standard. You could be the man somewhere else. When you come here, it's bigger than you. There is history here.
There is a lot of talent undefeated.
And one thing we never do is let down the man next to us or the ones that came before us.
Breaking the record for most picks by a high school.
This is a place where character is built and drive is developed. But your time here is limited. When you earn the right to be here, it's bigger than football. Protect that right. Protect the brotherhood.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Have you ever thought about why you're here? Now think about if you stayed where you were. Praise will always imply a reference to a higher standard.
IMG Academy in Florida. They've got
One of the most targeted times presented programs in the country.
Commitment, sacrifice, hard work. You hear that a lot. The difference lies in all the things that have created and maintained that standard. You could be the man somewhere else. When you come here, it's bigger than you. There is history here.
There is a lot of talent undefeated.
And one thing we never do is let down the man next to us or the ones that came before us.
Breaking the record for most picks by a high school.
This is a place where character is built and drive is developed. But your time here is limited. When you earn the right to be here, it's bigger than football. Protect that right. Protect the brotherhood.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Have you ever thought about why you're here? Now think about if you stayed where you were. Praise will always imply a reference to a higher standard.
IMG Academy in Florida. They've got
One of the most
players all over.
at times presented programs in the country.
Commitment, sacrifice, hard work. You hear that a lot. The difference lies in all the things that have created and maintained that standard. You could be the man somewhere else. When you come here, it's bigger than you. There is history here.
There is a lot of talent undefeated.
And one thing we never do is let down the man next to us or the ones that came before us.
Breaking the record for most picks by a high school.
This is a place where character is built and drive is developed. But your time here is limited. When you earn the right to be here, it's bigger than football. Protect that right. Protect the brotherhood.
In 2020, COVID-19 hampered IMG's Varsity White program from advancing in the SSIA State Championship. Then 2021, the 11-0 Varsity White Ascenders, led by App State quarterback Mason McHugh, made it all the way to the SSIA State Championship, only to have a controversy-ridden championship final involving a little bit of sign stealing and some ineligible players from Clearwater Academy International. But it's 2023, and the Ascenders are back in the SSIA State Playoffs. This semifinal, they welcome the Ambassador Christian Stallions from Winter Haven. They had some trouble getting over to IMG Academy tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ryan Sudol with you for this SSIA semifinal. The winner of this game gets to go on to take on Specially Fit Academy out of Dover. That game will be next Friday. If IMG were to come out victorious tonight, that game would be here at IMG Academy Stadium. Ascenders wearing their traditional blue jerseys, black pants. They will be attacking north to south here in Bradenton, left to right on your screen for the first half. And Ambassador Christian will try a onside kick, and it is scooped, and a very short field for the Ascenders. I believe that was C.J. Leza who picked it up and tried to take it to the house. It'll be 1st and 10. Alex Nura will start at quarterback this evening. Eli Hamrick suffering an injury in the Venice game a few weeks ago. Talked to him pregame, said he will be ready next week, and as long as the doctors say it's okay, he will be on the field. And now it is Clay Ash approaching record season territory for rushing yards. Been one of the most productive members on offense. They'll go to the air. Teddy Gavlik has it. Down to the 30, breaks a tackle, falls into the red zone, and good enough for an Ascender first down.
Teddy Gavlik with the reception. Ball down to the 19-yard line. That is a 16-yard pass play. 1st and 10 for the Ascenders.
So 16 yards for Gavlik on the play. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Nura takes the snap. The hand to Ash. Running right side. Nope, Nura's going to keep it himself. And he's down to the 10. Runs back at the 5, trying to get into the end zone. Touchdown, 19 yards out. All eyes on Clay Ash, and Alex Nura sneaks into the end zone for the Ascender touchdown. Take a look there. Ash selling the play fake, and there goes Nura on the top side of your screen. And some evasive maneuvers from the backup quarterback starting tonight. And he gets the Ascenders going with 6 points. And now the snap and the 2-point conversion. Don't know if anybody saw that one coming. Yet was not anticipating Tyler Hughes to get the direct snap. And again, you see the receivers bunched. Gavlik with the snap and Tyler Hughes. And the Ascenders a little frustrated with the amount of time it took the Stallions to get here. This team was ready to play at 7 o'clock. We kick off right around 8. So the Nura 19-yard touchdown scramble and the Tyler Hughes 2-point conversion puts the Ascenders up 8-0 in unconventional fashion. And again, just 37 seconds off of the clock. And now we'll see the IMG defense. And that stout line, 2 Dartmouth commits in Jackson Ashford and Taylor Fa'alele. And also Alan Cow at the nose. Also Marshall Muldray, Jason Paganis, TJ Hill Jr., Callan Martinez, George Helms, and Tyler Slomka, and Jason Hansen. And Quinn Stanley will put this one out of the end zone for a touchback.
Varsity will have a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Stallions from their own 20-yard line. We'll see how the IMG defense responds again after that very short drive. Ambassador Christian trying to, again, catch IMG sleeping with that onside kick attempt to start the game. They know they are behind the 8 ball in this game. Last time Ambassador Christian played here at IMG Academy, it was the homecoming game last year. Saw Parker Lisey throw for 4 touchdowns in a 45-0 rout of the Stallions. Again, we were not provided with rosters, so focus tonight will be on the IMG players on both sides of the ball. Now the snap. Trying to run up the middle, and forward progress is stopped.
That's a handoff to number 0. And 0 is hit back at the 16-yard line.
And it is Taylor Fa'alele in on the tackle. As soon as this game is over, you can switch over to Thursday Night Football, where you can see Taylor's older brother, Daniel Fa'alele, and 4th-round draft pick. Was on one of the strongest IMG national offensive lines of all time, along with 1st-round pick Evan Neal, currently with the New York Football Giants. So Taylor continuing to carry the flag for the Fa'alele family and everyone watching back home in Australia. Now the snap. Rolling right side. Pressure coming. Fires this one across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Stallions. Intended for number 10. Again, apologize. We were not provided with a roster for Ambassador Christian. So we will make do with what we've got. As you can see, the far sideline, they've got 11 players on the field and only about 6 reserves. So for their sake, we'll hope to get that running clock going by the second half. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Dropping, pressure coming. And he's going to scramble away, firing deep downfield, and it is tipped up and intercepted by Slomka. What an acrobatic play from Slomka, who might bring it to the house. There is a flag sitting back at the 15-yard line, but oh my goodness.
There's a flag between the 15 and 20.
And I think the penalty might be an illegal forward pass, which, again, Tyler Slomka, the one-handed tip to himself, and I think that if that is the penalty, IMG will most certainly decline it. And it is going to be an illegal forward pass, so IMG will have another short field.
So the quarterback was over the line of scrimmage when he threw it. The penalty is declined. IMG has it 1st and goal from the 8-yard line.
So 8 yards out, and IMG looking to, again, extend their lead with just under 10 minutes remaining. Now Nura takes the snap. Play action to Ash. Now Nura firing this one. It is caught. Touchdown. James Olsen on a just quick little out route.
That's an 8-yard touchdown pass.
Into the end zone. It is caught, and they're going to say he broke the plane falling forward. And James Olson adds 6 more. And now that will bring on Quinn Stanley with a little bit of wind at his back. This should be an easy chip for number 4. Now the snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And the kick is good with 9:55 remaining in the first quarter. IMG jumps out to a 15-0 lead. You're watching IMG Academy football. So 15-0 for the Ascenders after the James Olson 8-yard touchdown. Quinn Stanley gets a leg into this and out for the touchback. For athletes who move the game forward, we're creating the fuel to get you there. Tested in a lab, proven on the field. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven sports fuel. Proud sponsors of IMG Academy football for many years here in our 9th year of broadcasting football games. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. It is one of the biggest games in the nation as the Ascenders welcome St. Francis Academy out of Baltimore, Maryland. Don't be fooled by their 5-5 record, as their losses are also to national powerhouses. Losses to modern-day St. John Bosco, Chaminade Madonna, East St. Louis, and Buford, one of the top teams in the state of Georgia. So even though it's an off year for St. Francis, they are still a national powerhouse, and IMG Academy looks forward to playing them every year. Also going to feel slightly disrespected sitting at number 4 in the national rankings. So again, that game tomorrow night right back here on the IMG Academy YouTube channel at 7 p.m. 15-0, the IMG lead just 2 minutes into the game. And out into the flat, it is caught.
Pass complete to 5.
And TJ Hill Jr. making the stop on the man sharing his number on the other side of the field.
They'll mark it at the 15-yard line. A loss of 5. It is second down and 15. Actually, it's at the 14-yard line. Loss of 6.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 16. And the first drive for Ambassador Christian and the Stallion ending in a Tyler Slomka interception, a very fancy tip to himself that set up that James Olson touchdown. Now the snap running right side and gets away from Muldray, but brought down from behind by Paganis.
Was to 5. He was brought down.
And again, number 5 for the Stallions, just trying to get some positive yards, and Muldray very close to making that a big tackle for loss, but not going to get around Jason Paganis, and Jackson Ashford in there on the disruption as well to bring up 3rd and long. And the SSIA State Championship will be hosted here next week if the result holds as is against Specially Fit out of Dover, Florida. And that game will also be 7 o'clock next Friday night. And an opportunity for the Ascenders to win their first independent state championship. Now the snap. Jackson Ashford coming off that right edge looking for an interception, and a little bit of contact with Ronan Samadrala. And number 10 for the Stallions, unable to come down with it. A nice throw, but great defense by the Ascender secondary will bring up 4th and long.
This is an illegal formation penalty against Ambassador.
And there was an illegal formation against Ambassador Christian. IMG will decline that and take the 4th down positioning, and should be a punting situation
It's
for the
down.
Stallions. Now the snap is high, trying to get the punt off. It's blocked. Trying to fall on it.
The punt is blocked and picked up.
IMG is going to have great field position. We'll see who came up with it.
First and goal.
And again, the snap just a little high, and looks like Paganis may have gotten the initial block. And it is going to be 1st and goal for IMG Academy, and an opportunity again to go up 3 scores in the first 5 minutes. .742 on the game clock. 1st and goal, ball spotted. Believe it's at the 2-yard line. Nura back in shotgun. Man in motion. Nura takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. Looking to keep it himself. Fires up, and it is caught. Touchdown!
Ernest pass into the end zone, complete for a
And
touchdown.
TJ Hill Jr. with a little bit of a bobble in the end zone, but coming up with it. Again, Nura takes off, able to get the defender to bite. And from his knees, TJ Hill Jr. keeps it up. And the tip drill has been huge. Started with the Tyler Slomka interception, and then there, TJ Hill Jr. adding 6 more. Quinn Stanley on to try to make it 22. The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 7:35 remaining in the first quarter, the Varsity White Ascenders go up 22-0 over the Stallions. You are watching IMG Academy Football. Therabody is proud to be an official recovery partner of IMG Academy. Therabody offers an ecosystem of percussive therapy and pneumatic compression products and solutions that help our student athletes perform better, recover faster, and manage pain. And another Quinn Stanley kick out of the back of the end zone, another touchback.
In the end zone for a touchback.
And we'll see
Ambassador
if
have a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Ambassadors Christian can get a 1st down and try to move the ball down the field. Again, so far, every play of the game has taken place in the Ambassador Christian half. And approaching 8:30 local time here in Bradenton, Florida. My name is Ryan Sudol. And a quick start for the Ascender offense. Yeah, not even 5 minutes have elapsed in the game, and the Ascender's already up 3 scores. So 1st and 10 for the Stallions. Now the snap, pressure coming across the middle and in and out of the hands of Ronan Samadrala, and you can see the disbelief as that one just out of his grasp, and you saw Callan Martinez giving him a little slap on the helmet. We'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Stallion 20-yard line. And the evolution of this varsity program since it's been here on campus. Again, we talked about the 2021 season that saw the team go 11-0 to start the season, only to fall short in the SSIA state championship against Clearwater Academy International. We'll have a timeout here. We will take it with them. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and IMG with a 22-0 lead. You're watching IMG Academy football.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies, because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Fans, you can wear with the players. Wear. Go to www.shopimg.com, your official IMG Academy online retailer. So 2nd and 10. And a false start. We'll move the ball back.
This is a false start penalty against Ambassador.
Yeah, we talked about the homecoming game last year that saw IMG win 45-0. The way the offense has been playing, we might get to that mark here in the first quarter. Now the snap is low, pressure coming, the hand up the middle. He's going to keep it himself, rolling right side, and it is a combination of Paganis
Garza and Savino in on the stop.
and also Cole Savino.
All spotted at the 13-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Third down, and looks like about 18 to go. And the Stallions break the huddle. They'll bunch all the receivers over to the right side. One target to the left. Pressure coming. Hill almost putting the hurt on, and an incomplete pass. And that'll bring up 4th down and another punting situation for Ambassadors Christian. Again, the last punt was blocked by Jason Paganis that set up the 2-yard TJ Hill catch in the back of the end zone. And believe it is Slomka standing at the 35-yard line, awaiting this punt.
Slomka is deep for IMG.
Snap is high. IMG backs off on the pressure, going to allow them to get the punt off. It will take a Stallions bounce and roll to the 46. So the longest field that IMG will have had to deal with so far. It'll be 1st and 10
Will have it there. 1st and 10 IMG.
from the 46-yard line of Ambassador Christian. Michael Saunders and Company, founded in 1976, is the Gulf Coast leading residential real estate company and is proud to be the official real estate and relocations services sponsor of IMG Academy. Providing a full-service real estate experience, our team of professionals will guide you through the intricacies of buying and selling a home, as well as providing a deep knowledge of the area and the many great places to live. For more information, visit michaelsaunders.com. 6:04 remaining in the first quarter. And IMG is up 22-0. They have been firing on all cylinders. So 1st and 10, we'll see what the play call is. Receivers out on the field. Jacob Suit, Colazo, and Teddy Gavlik on that left side. Now the snap. Nura reels it in. Looking deep downfield. He's going to roll, pressure coming, and he is sacked. Back to midfield. They'll spot it at the 50. It'll be 2nd and long.
A loss on the play, almost to midfield. We'll call it, it is midfield. Call it 2nd and 14.
Ball sitting at midfield, 2nd and 14 to go. 2 receivers to each side. They'll send Clay Ash in motion. Now Nura going to keep it himself and gets back to the original line of scrimmage and a couple more yards to bring up a 2nd and 8 or 3rd and 8. Gain of 6 on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And the hard count's going to give the Ascenders 5 free yards. Stallions a little too eager to get in on the action.
Against Ambassador, he'll move the ball down the 39-yard line. Still 3rd down.
So 3rd and about 3 yards to go. Jewett and Billy Kreider to the near side. Nura takes the snap. Looking downfield has Teddy Gavlik, who's still on his feet. He's going to get the 1st down, brought down to about the 31-yard line.
Nura's pass complete to Teddy Gavlik. It's brought down by number 0, the ball at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10 IMG.
1st and 10. From the 33-yard line. Now Nura firing across the middle. Has his intended receiver. It's Max Jewett still on his feet. He gets down inside the 10.
Max Jewett. Jewett's down inside the 10 with a 9-yard line.
And another 1st down.
There's a 24-yard pass play from Nura to
24 yards for Max Jewett. Again, Jewett, a freshman. Have a feeling that a few of the underclassmen are going to get some reps tonight. Now Ash in motion. Nura fires to the right, has Billy Kreider, who's into the end zone for a touchdown. Number 10, the freshman receiver, gets in, and you see he is pumped up. Spreading the love around, Kreider just fighting his way into the end zone, and IMG up 28-0. Now Stanley on for the point after. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And the kick is good with 2:37 remaining in the first quarter. It is IMG 29, Ambassadors Christian 0. This is Ascender football. Welcome back. Ascenders up 4 scores over the visiting Ambassador Christian Stallions. 29-0, almost ensuring that we will get that running clock in the second half. Stanley gets a leg into this. An opportunity to be returned. It will be a touchback going into the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Stallions. Again, still having yet to play a single play from the IMG half of the field. Yeah, and this IMG varsity white team has had some great success this season. Their lone blemish on their record, the game against Venice, losing 43-0. However, handling just about every other opponent on their schedule with ease last week against Sarasota High School, the first time they played, winning 42-13. Now pressure coming. Quarterback scrambles out to his right, firing deep downfield, and it is incomplete. Sailing over the head of the IMG defenders. It would have been the first down for Ambassadors Christian, and comes up incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And a nice throw on the run, and just in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Second and 10, 2:26 remaining in the first quarter. 4 receivers bunched out to the right. Pressure coming. The quarterback's going to keep it himself. Gets the stiff arm, gets the first down.
5 keeps it on the draw.
And brought out of bounds. And the biggest positive play from scrimmage for Ambassadors Christian. And that is the first down for the Stallions.
A first and 10.
First and 10, 15-yard gain on the play. Now the snap, the ball is fumbled. TJ Hill was blowing through that right side, and then the tackle, I believe that's Carlos Garza, the freshman on the left side, bringing him down after a short gain.
Stop for IMG. Ball at the 36, it's second and 9.
Second and 9, Stallions break the huddle. Four receivers bunched out to the right, one in motion. He'll try the jet sweep. Going right side, makes one miss and brought down. It'll still be a tackle for loss.
33-yard line.
And that'll bring up third and long.
Garza in on the stop for IMG.
And probably just one more play left in this first quarter.
It is third down.
A third and 11. Ball spotted at the 33 of Ambassadors Christian. Time for maybe just one more play. We'll see. It looks like the Ascender defense is walking off the field. And that'll give Ambassadors Christian time to get their feet back under them with third and 11 after one quarter of play. It is Ascenders 29, Stallions 0. We'll swap sides and do it again for 12 more minutes left in the first half. You're watching IMG Academy Football.
Available for
Third and 11, we begin the second quarter here at IMG Academy Stadium. IMG Varsity White currently with a 29-0 lead. Now quads bunched to the left on third and 11. Now the snap. Rolling to his right, quarterback has to get rid of it. He's going to be brought down. It is Paganis with the sack.
5 is brought down in the backfield by Jason Paganis.
And that is not a guy that you want chasing after you in the open field. You see him just turn on another gear and rip down the Stallions quarterback. Already with a blocked punt on the evening and adding a sack to the total. And back to return, it looks like Ronan Samadrala and also Tyler Slomka. Back to return the punt. IMG eased up on the pressure on the last one to allow them to get it off. And this one will sail over the head of Samadrala. And he will pick this up at the 10-yard line. And will be brought down at the 25. So the first play in IMG territory will come with 10:43 remaining in the second quarter.
Vicinity of the 27-yard line. IMG will have it first and 10.
So IMG will be first and 10 from there. They'll spot it at 30. And we've heard a lot of underclassmen's name called. Name we have not called yet, Clay Ash. As they really have not needed him. Offensive output, he's close to 200 yards a game on the ground. Now the snap. New quarterback is Eric Hong. He completes this to Teddy Gavlik, who's still on his feet, sheds a tackle, and fights his way into Stallion territory.
Gavlik at about the 50-yard line. This will be a first and 10. No penalty.
And there is a flag in the neighborhood of holding.
Man downfield against IMG, so.
And it was an ineligible man downfield. That'll bring the ball back to the 25. It'll stay first down. Again, so Nura had the 19-yard rushing touchdown. Eric Hong now in. Dylan Talley in motion. Hong looking downfield. Has Clay Ash in space. Watch out. Still on his feet at the 40. Now into Stallion territory. Cuts back against the grain. He's still on his feet and then brought down to the 35-yard line. And Clay Ash's first touch is a monster.
That's Clay Ash with the reception.
40 yards
Gets down to the 33
on the catch. They'll give him 42 officially.
The 37-yard pass play.
Now Hong takes the snap, rolling to his right. And in and out of the hands of the intended target, Gavlik just could not reel it in. Bring up second and 10.
Is intended for Gavlik. This will bring up a second down.
Now the snap. The hand is to Ash, trying to find his way down the field. Cuts back, still on his feet. Up to the 20 and now running east-west. Still on his feet down to the 10. Still shedding more tackles. Inside the 10 and then finally ripped down at the 6. 27 yards on the play for Clay Ash. And another flag back down to the 40. So, again, 27 yards north and south. Clay Ash probably adding another 20 or so east-west. And unfortunately, all for naught. This will be second and 20 from the 43-yard line of Ambassadors Christian. Now the snap and the handoff.
There's a fumble in the backfield recovered by
Zach Garrett getting the carry, and he will put it down to the turf. And that'll be 3rd and long.
Ball back at the 46-yard line. Brings up 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 22. Ball at the 40. Mark it at the 47. Two receivers left, one to the right for quarterback Eric Hong. Takes the snap. The handoff to Garrett, looking for space up the middle. And finally wrestled down at the 40, so a gain of 7 for Zach Garrett. And I think the Ascenders are probably a little too close to punt. And with the wind in the face of Quinn Stanley, not really enough to try a 57-yard field goal. So the offense will stay on the field, 4th and long. Hong firing, it is caught. Gavlik looking for space, trying to get to the first down marker. He's still on his feet inside the 10, still on his feet into the end zone. Touchdown! Teddy Gavlik from 40 yards out. And again, Hong gets Gavlik about the 30. Then you saw the defender just kind of lose his footing and then just cannot bring the big body down. And Gavlik fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown Ascenders. Now they will bring Jack Hills on for the point after. The snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And the youngster, the 8th grader, gets the point after. It's good. 7:15 remaining in the half, and the Ascenders up 36-0. You're watching IMG Academy football. And an opportunity for the return for Ambassadors Christian. It is number 3 running to his right, and then finally brought down at the 25.
Ambassador will have it there, 1st and 10.
And again, if the Ascender defense is able to hold off Ambassador Christian as they have all night, we will have the FHSAA mandated running clock in the second half, which should speed the game up a little bit. So 1st and 10 from their own 25. Yeah, and the results right now, IMG would play Specially Fit Academy here at IMG Academy Stadium next Friday night for their potential first bit of hardware in the SSIA State Championship. Two receivers to each side for Ambassador Christian. Snap is low. The keeper from the quarterback. He'll run up and get a first down. Again, the two biggest offensive output plays for Ambassador Christian so far have been that quarterback keeper from number 5. Three receivers left, two to the right. Number 5 stands in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself again, and now into Ascender territory. And then shoved out of bounds at the last second, Jackson Gaskill. Able to push him out, and they weren't able to have the spy on the quarterback. And this will be the first offensive play in Ascender territory for Ambassadors Christian. And a very nice run. Spot the ball at the,
timeout for a water break.
I believe it's the 31. 33 yards on the carry for number 5. It's the hydration break with 6:12 remaining in the first half. You're watching IMG Academy football.
You want to be like the greats? First, believe you are. Greatness requires drip, not like that, like this. The greats aren't afraid to fail. They're fueled by it. Trophies require greatness, but greatness doesn't require trophies. Because greatness isn't about what you've done, it's about what you do next.
Welcome back. We break the hydration break with, again, just over 6 minutes remaining in the first half. We are here at IMG Academy Stadium. Apologize for the late start. There were some transportation issues for Ambassadors Christian Academy, who is knocking on the door. The closest they have been to the end zone since kickoff. They are 32 yards out after the 33-yard run from their quarterback, number 5. Again, apologize, as we were not provided a roster for the Stallions. So 1st and 10. Now the snap. Again, he's going to keep it himself. Pressure coming, and now the IMG defense, again, getting a little bit wise to the keeper, but again, for number 5, it's going against this defense. He is going to, again, be very fatigued if they're going to just run this play for the entirety of the half. So 2nd and 3. Rolling right side, looking deep down the field, and the receiver gets crossed up and into the end zone. Touchdown.
That is a 25-yard touchdown.
26 yards on the touchdown completion, and
5-3.
looks like a turf sniper may have got the defender. And now new life for Ambassador Christian. So the point after, it looks like they'll stay on for the 2-pointer. Now pressure coming, rolling right side. He's going to get rid of it. And play broken up, no good. With 5:32 remaining in the half. IMG 36, Ambassador Christian 6. You are watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back. Second time we'll see the kickoff unit for Ambassadors Christian. Again, they started the game with an attempted onside kick that did not go well for them. We'll see now IMG is going to be ready for any kind of trickeration on special teams. This one will be kicked. It'll get to that second level. And it is Brody Boros who's got space, and a nice return for the Ascenders to cut the field down, and Boros gets into Stallions territory.
Ambassador. IMG will have it 1st and 10 for the Ascenders.
So 1st and 10. Hong takes the snap. That is Damian Vasquez.
Damian Vasquez on the carry.
He'll pick up about 5 or 6 on the play to bring up 2nd and 4. Again, the Ascenders would love to score one more time to ensure that running clock in the second half. Now Hong takes the snap. Handoff Vasquez running right side. He's got spaces. Cut down. They'll give him a couple on the play to bring up 3rd and about 3.
He's hit at the 27-yard line, 3rd down.
Clock continuing to roll away here in the second quarter. Kreider and Jewett to the near side. They'll send Vasquez in motion. Hong, pressure coming, gets rid of it, and incomplete, in and out of the hands of the wide receiver Jacob Suit-Calazo. And now on 4th and 3. Again, the Ascenders too close to punt it. They'll keep the offense on the field. And the Stallions do not bite on the hard count. Now the snap. The handoff Vasquez. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. He'll fall forward down to the 20-yard line, keep the drive alive and the clock moving. Now Hong awaits the snap. Rolling right. Pressure coming, evades one tackle, looking downfield. It is caught by Jewett.
Pass complete to Jewett. Jewett's inside the 5-yard
And
line.
he is inside the 5, gets enough for the 1st down. That'll bring up 1st and goal.
He was bumped out of bounds. This will be a 1st and goal.
Hong doing a great job to evade the tackle. Jewett tiptoes the sideline, gets possession. First and goal from 5 yards out. Now the snap, play action. Firing, looking into the end zone, incomplete.
Pass into the end zone, incomplete.
And a flag coming in late.
Was intended for Suit-Calazo.
And we'll see what the penalty is. You heard PA announcer Art Ross. It was a defensive pass interference.
Pass interference.
So it will be Automatic first down and half the distance, so Ascender's just 2 yards out. Hong takes the snap, rolls to his left, firing into the end zone. It is caught, touchdown! And Billy Kreider with his second touchdown of the game. That puts IMG up 42-6. Great throw by Hong. And now Stanley on for the point after. .258 remaining in the half. And a false start. That'll move the kick unit back 5 yards and still well within the range of a left-footer Quinn Stanley. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. Quinn Stanley's PAT is good with just about 3 minutes remaining. IMG 43, Ambassador Christian 6. You're watching IMG Academy Football. (43-6) the score for IMG. And that 37-point lead, as long as they can hold off the Stallions for the final 3 minutes, will have a much quicker second half. And now an opportunity and just one to beat on special teams, and it will be a kickoff return. And no flags, it's a touchdown. And again, a little bit of confusion on the kickoff. There you see there was a little bit of a personnel change, and number 10 just found some open space, catches the Ascenders on their heels. And the Stallions get 6 back. And the 2-point conversion, and the Stallions were unsuccessful on their first one. Empty backfield for the Stallions quarterback. The snap is low, and he will be planted into the ground. That is Alan Cow, absolutely making sure that the Stallions quarterback is not able to scoop that up. So no good on the 2-point conversion. 43-12, the Ascender lead with 2:47 remaining in the half. You're watching IMG Academy football. .247 to go, and just like that, Ambassadors Christian scores on 2 consecutive drives. The last one, the kickoff return, catching IMG on their heels. And this will be Olsen on the return. Fields at about the 28-yard line. Now cuts back, and now there is a flag. This is probably in the neighborhood of either a hold or a block in the back.
It's Olsen on the return. There's a flag on the play.
And it was a hold against IMG, so that will move the Ascenders back 10 yards from that spot. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll spot the ball at the Ascender 30-yard line.
Holding penalty against IMG on the kick return, so it goes back to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ascender.
And believe the new quarterback, number 4, Oscar Sloan. 3rd quarterback we have seen tonight. Now the handoff, Philip Scheibel, who's got space. Barrels over one, and enough for the 1st down.
Give is to Scheibel. Philip Scheibel gets out to the 44-yard line. A 14-yard pickup.
They'll give him 15 yards on the play for Scheibel. And everybody getting a little love on offense tonight. Sloan takes the snap, rolls to his right. Has a few options downfield. Looks like he's going to keep it himself and then just head out of bounds.
Sloan is pushed out of bounds by number 3 at the 49-yard line. The pickup of 4 at 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain by quarterback Oscar Sloan. 2 receivers to each side. Send Scheibel in motion. Pressure coming, and that's an incomplete pass. Quickly in his face was the defensive back for Ambassador Christian. And just being told that there will be a shortened halftime due to the late start. So we'll have a 10-minute halftime break and then, no matter what, a running clock in the 2nd half. Now the snap from their own 49. Scheibel stood up after getting into Stallion territory. And I believe he fumbled.
fumbled the football, and Ambassador recovered.
And it was recovered by Ambassador Christian. So this will be 1st and 10. Ball at the IMG 47-yard line. Throw this one out into the flat.
Pass is complete.
And it'll be a short gain for the Stallions.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Clock will continue to run at about 1:30 remaining in the half. And Paganis looks like he may have gotten a little stinger on his arm, so he will come off the field. Now the snap, quarterback keeper going up the middle, and down he goes after a very short gain to the 42-yard line of IMG Academy. He'll bring up a 3rd and 5. And I thought it was Paganis that came off the field favoring his arm. The jersey was bunched up. It was actually Luis Bosque. So 3rd and 5. Possibly the last two plays if Ambassador Christian goes to the air. Maybe IMG gets another shot. And now the ball will skip back to the quarterback. And a flag thrown back at the 46-yard line, so the clock will stop. This probably is a hold, and it is.
There's a flag on the play back at the 46-yard line.
21 seconds left in the half. They'll mark off 10 yards, and we'll replay 3rd down all the way back from the Stallion 48-yard line.
Ball back to their own 48-yard line. 3rd down.
Final play of the half. If they can get it off, and they don't.
This brings us to halftime.
And after 24 minutes of play, the score IMG 43, Ambassador Christian 12. Again, we will have a slightly abbreviated halftime, and then the running clock in the second half. You are watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back to IMG Academy Stadium, beginning of the second half. My name is Ryan Sudol, and we will have a running clock, again, due to the transportational issues that Ambassador Christian had that started the start time about an hour later than it was supposed to be. And with the Ascenders having this game well in hand with the 31-point lead at 43-12, both coaches agreed to have the running clock in the second half, again with the very depleted Stallions squad. It's also to help prevent injury on both sides of the ball, especially with IMG looking like they will be playing for an SSIA championship next week here at home. And this one takes a stop right on the other side of the goal line, and it will be a touchback, so 1st and 10. And Ambassadors Christian had some luck late in the half, in with some QB keeper action, and then a nice touchdown pass, and then a fluky kickoff return. And both two-point conversions they attempted were no good. And a lot of the underclassmen getting some reps here in the second half. Again, with the game well in hand. Again, scoring started off early with Alex Nura getting a 19-yard touchdown rush. As the keeper keeps it himself, he'll get no gain. And again, after the Nura 19-yard touchdown, Tyler Hughes would convert on the two-pointer to make it 8-0. Then a very acrobatic Tyler Slomka interception would set up a James Olsen touchdown reception to make it 15-0. And then Paganis with a block punt would set up a 2-yard TJ Hill catch in the corner of the end zone to make it 22-0. And then on the next drive, Billy Kreider would get a 9-yard touchdown catch to make it 29-0. And then Teddy Gavlik would add a 40-yard touchdown to make it 36-0. Kreider would get his second touchdown after Ambassador Christian got their first score, would make it 43-6. Then, of course, the ensuing kickoff return would go back to make it 43-12. Pass complete.
Will be out to the 28-yard line.
And it'll be a gain of about 8 to bring up 3rd and short.
Forced them out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and 2.
And the only time the clock will stop will be on coaches' timeouts or the hydration break. Again, a beautiful night here in Bradenton for some Thursday night football. Currently in the low 70s. And now the snap goes over the head of the quarterback, and he's evades one tackle, somehow turns it into a positive play. He's going to get the first down, which should have been a loss for 10, is now a first down and close to midfield.
Vic Lear knocks him out of bounds.
Take a look at that again. The snap over his head, and then somehow gets out of the grasp. I believe that was Carlos Garza. And again, 5 has been the number 1 offensive weapon for Ambassadors Christian. And he turned a broken play into a huge gain. So 1st and 10 from their own 45. Takes the snap into the flat for number 0, and he will be brought down for a loss. Carlos Garza making sure he didn't get any positive yards on the play.
Also 3 on the play. Second down.
Call it 2nd and 14. Or 2nd and 13. Ball at the 42-yard line of Ambassadors Christian. Empty backfield for the QB. Takes the snap. Pocket closing, he steps up, and then down he goes.
5 is hit in the backfield, and he is stopped at the 37-yard line.
Cole Savino in on the sack.
Cow and Savino went up.
And Alan Cow as well right up the middle.
It is 3rd down.
Third and about 18 to go. The line to gain is the IMG 45-yard line. They're all the way back at the 37. Man in motion. Fake a jet sweep. Number 10's going to keep it himself. Pressure coming, and he'll get back to about the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Gets out to the 47-yard line.
So they get all the lost yardage back, but it's still going to be 4th and 9, and I assume the offense is going to stay on the field.
Ball at the 47, 4th down.
Again, they've got to get to the 45 of IMG to keep this drive alive. Again, the youngsters really stepping up in their backup roles, looking deep downfield. And well over the head of the intended receiver, incomplete, turnover on downs.
The Senators will take over on loss of downs.
And the IMG offense will get back onto the field. This for the first time in the second half. With 6.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
IMG will have it at the 47-yard line of Ambassador.
Now the snap, Sloan, the handoff to Zach Garrett, who's got space and should be enough for the first down. He does.
On the run, Garrett down to the 36-yard line.
And again, we were told there'd be a running clock, and now they do
A gain of 11.
move the chains and keep the clock moving. So 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line of Ambassadors Christian. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sloan takes the snap. Garrett finds a seam. He'll get a couple before being ripped down.
Pick up a 4 at 2nd and 6.
Sloan in shotgun has Zach Garrett on his right hip, 3 receivers to his right. Ty Plummer and Logan Maines to the near side with Billy Kreider. Now the snap. Sloan drops. Little screen for Garrett. Gets across the 30 down to the 28-yard line.
8-yard line. It's 3rd and 3.
Get the call from the sideline with 30 seconds on the play clock. And is Jacob Suit-Collazo to the far side. The handoff to Garrett up the middle. Fights forward, drags a pile of Stallions down to the 20. And we'll keep the chains moving as well. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of the Stallions. IMG looking to possibly put up 50 points in this game. It would be just the 2nd time this season they have done so. Last time they did it was against Evangelical Christian, where they hung 62, and now Kreider goes up with a fingertip grab. Sloan just lines up, and Kreider finds space, climbs the ladder, picks that one out of the air.
It's 2nd and 5.
Two receivers right, one to the left. Sloan takes the shotgun snap. Hands off to Garrett, shot out of a cannon up the middle and into the end zone, untouched. Touchdown. Zach Garrett from 15 yards out puts the Ascenders to 49-12.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
Quinn Stanley on for the point after. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up. And Quinn Stanley makes it 50-12 for the Ascenders, 2:20 and counting remaining in the 3rd quarter. You are watching IMG Academy Football. IMG kickoff unit back onto the field. They are halfway to a century. And again, if the IMG first team had stayed out, even went up 36-0, this game could easily still be a shutout. And this one touched on the 1-yard line and dropped into the end zone for a touchback, and probably the wise decision for Ambassadors Christian. We'll see if they have enough time to get this last play of the 3rd quarter. And it looks like they might go to the sideline to get a little extra rest. And I believe that is, in fact, what is going to happen. So we will go to the fourth quarter. IMG 50, Ambassadors Christian 12. We'll have the final 12 minutes for you momentarily. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back. We start the fourth quarter here from IMG Academy Stadium, and the Ascenders looking to advance to the SSIA State Championship for just the second time in program history. Now the snap, the keeper goes up the middle.
Five up the middle, brought down by Lear.
And that was Nick Lear.
Pickup of 3, it's 2nd and 7.
So short gain, and again, maybe one more chance for Ambassadors Christian to get into the end zone. Possibly one more IMG drive, depending on how the Stallions do on these next few plays. The ball bounces down. QB keeps it, fires this one, and it is bounced and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Don't forget, tomorrow night we will be back here at IMG Academy Stadium, 7 p.m. for the number 4 ranked IMG Academy National Ascenders. They will welcome St. Francis, another perennial powerhouse from Baltimore. Yeah, and the Ascenders are going to have to win in convincing fashion if they want to change the minds of the Max Preps reporters in charge of those national rankings. But tomorrow night's game could have potential national championship implications with a convincing win for the Ascenders. Now looking for that deep ball downfield, and 2 flags coming in. I believe they're going to say interference.
There are flags on the play.
Matt Tapino step for step. And it was against IMG. We'll take a look. And Tapino just had his arm extended, but didn't look like there was any egregious contact. So 1st and 10, 15-yard penalty.
7-yard line. First down for Ambassador.
Ball at the 37 of Ambassadors Christian. Now the snap. The keeper trying to go up the middle. Running right side and slips. The turf sniper gets him.
5 on the carry, gets across midfield before he drifts up.
And he is writhing around in pain.
49-yard line.
And hopefully it's just a cramp. But it does not look like they are trying to stretch it out. See if maybe he rolled an ankle, but he is, it looks like it may just be cramps, which is a very good sign, because anytime you see a player rolling around on the turf like that without getting stretched for a cramp, you begin to worry. Again, he has been the majority of the offensive output for the Stallions, so if number 5 in the highlighter jersey was out for an extended period of time, it would severely hamper Ambassadors Christian chance to put some more points on the board. As we take a look and see what happened. Takes a nice spin move. Then you see just as he starts cutting upfield, his legs just gave out under him. And again, if you're playing both ways, and the fatigue is bound to happen. Still on the ground even after getting stretched out. We'll step aside and come back shortly. You're watching IMG Academy football. Welcome back, and number 5 walking off the field on his own power. Glad to see him, again, just taking a breather, a much-needed one. As, again, 90% of the offense has come on his legs, and they just gave out on him on that last rush. So 1st and 10, ball at the Ascender 49-yard line. And the new quarterback looks like it will be number 9 for the Stallions. We'll see if he keeps it on the ground or tries to let one loose through the air. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to his left, 2 split out to his right. 1 man in motion. They go with the jet sweep to number 23 running left side, and he breaks 1 tackle and then runs right into the arms of Harry Smith.
There's a 5-yard run. It is 2nd down.
Good stop by the junior Harry Smith to bring up 2nd and 5. As we're under 8 minutes remaining. Call it 2nd and 6 from the Ascender 45-yard line. Empty backfield. They will go to the air. Firing across the middle, and great defense. Credit Jackson Gaskill with the deflection. And bring up 3rd and 6.
Landing on the play was Jackson Gaskill.
Third down, 6 yards to go. It looks like number 5 will come back out onto the field for Ambassadors Christian. Again, after an extended period down with some cramps, thought maybe it was a serious leg injury. He will come back in and play quarterback. His toes on the 50-yard line. And he'll go back to the ground. Gets the first down, deep into Ascender territory, has a stiff arm, and then he will run into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's 5 50-yard touchdown run.
45 yards out, but there is
Flag on the play.
a holding penalty.
This will come back. This is a block in the back penalty against Ambassador.
And it was actually a block in the back against the Stallions. So, again, the 45-yard run going to be negated on the already fatigued quarterback. And again, the block in the back occurring deep down the field. So, a net gain of 1 on the play, bring up 3rd and 5. Now the snap. Fake going to the air, and then will keep it on his feet. Evades one hit, tripped up, still keeps his feet all the way down to the 26, 27-yard line.
5 on the keeper, now to the 27. There's a flag on the play.
And another penalty back at the 49.
It'll be a holding penalty against.
And another hold against Ambassadors Christian. And there you can see, I think it was number 11 on the offensive line that had a handful of jerseys. So just continuing to go the wrong direction because of mental mistakes. So what was a 45-yard touchdown is now turned into a 3rd and 15 all the way back to their own 46-yard line. Meanwhile, the clock continuing to roll. And a personnel change. Number 9 looked like he was ready to step in at quarterback again. He will switch out to wide receiver. And lining up deep down the field, incomplete. It'll be 4th and long.
This will bring up a 4th down.
And we probably will see Ambassadors Christian air it out once more. And then IMG can just put it on the ground a couple of plays and take the 50-12 lead to the end of the game. And then get ready to play for their first state championship next Friday.
The closest garbage receptacle. We do appreciate your help in keeping our stadium clean. Thank you. Also, just as a reminder, no parents and friends are allowed on the field following the end of the game. If you'd like to speak with your athlete, please wait for them behind the fence on the east side by the Gatorade tent. Thank you.
And number 5 back onto the field. Empty backfield. He will roll to his right. He's going to keep it himself. We'll try to keep the drive alive. We'll see if he stepped out before the line to gain, and he's going to be just shy, and a turnover on downs. So IMG will have about 2 minutes to go. Ball at the 40-yard line of IMG. Two minutes and counting. Final few plays for the Ascenders. One man in motion. Handing off the end around. And a huge hit on the far side. There is a flag.
There's a flag on this play.
And do Did not have 82 on my depth chart. Apologize for that.
Penalty against IMG.
It was a penalty against the Ascenders.
Ball back to the 37-yard line. Still first.
New quarterback is number 3. Don't have him on our depth chart either. Again, we are going deep into the roster as Vasquez will run up.
Vasquez up the middle. He is right at the 40-yard line. Second down.
And probably the last play for the Ascenders. Vasquez, space on the right side. He is into Stallion territory, brought down at the 42.
41-yard line. Fans, I do have a reminder for you tomorrow night. The game starts at 7 p.m. if you're going to the national game.
And that will do it. So in the SSIA semifinal, the Ascenders of IMG Academy are successful 50-12 next Friday. Right here at IMG Academy Stadium, they will play Specially Fit out of Dover, Florida, for an opportunity at their first chance of hardware, the SSIA State Championship, next Friday night, right here at 7 o'clock. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night at 7 as the National Ascenders will welcome St. Francis Academy from Baltimore. Again, final 50-12 tonight. Varsity White advances in the SSIA State Playoffs. We thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us, even though it was a little bit delayed. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If you're an Ascender fan, we know you enjoyed the outcome. Again, stay tuned tomorrow night, 7 p.m. IMG National wraps up their season here at home. And next Friday night, the SSIA State Championship, IMG Academy Varsity White, and Specially Fit Academy. For everyone here at IMG Academy, my name is Ryan Sudol saying good night and so long from the Sun Coast.